Hello guys, and here I opened my deck, my CT-91a. Alright, I did some testing. I compare it with CT-91 I restored yesterday, and there were interesting observations. So I tested source and tape in both modes on both decks. I tested different tapes recorded on Nakamichi and Sony. Came to a couple conclusions. First of all, remember I replaced these two capacitors, 150 with 220, right? It's made it to the Nakamichi levels on the high frequencies. So comparing to Sony and other Pioneer levels, it has a rise above 10 kilohertz by 1 decibel at 13 and 2 decibel at 15. So exactly as Nakamichi does. I use Nakamichi tapes these days to test it, and really I now will reverse it back to 150 because heads are still good, no doubts about it. Second observation, which I keen to install the WIMA caps in this deck, because the biggest difference between these two, like sonically they very close, and only this one was a little bit brighter on the Nakamichi tapes. On tapes they like so close it's hard to distinguish sonically, but when you listen the stage, that's the whole difference. Stage on this deck is pretty narrow, like everyone is in the middle, right? And that's about it. And stage on the deck with WIMA capacitors is just so wide, like same as on Nakamichi. When I was playing Nakamichi tape, it was the biggest surprise for me. And when there was no that many high frequencies, as it don't match to Nakamichi response, this is fully matches. But the stage was wider on the other deck. That was a huge surprise. All right. So now I still, I kind of don't want to do it twice. I need to replace these two caps, but in this case, like I wouldn't be able to do direct comparison like with the same response one and the other deck. I'm already know the stage is better with WIMA, right? So I probably will do twice. I will replace this back to 150 and put the WIMA. And the thing number 3. Remember that CT-91a and also CT-91. And when been looking at the schematic, I told you that there is a difference. This deck has 10 microfarad as delimiting capacitors between record amplifier, right, and the heads. And CT-91 had 4.7. That's probably the only difference I see. Oh no, there is more. Let me see. No more differences. So these two capacitors. All right. Maybe they made this bigger bus I told you about before. I'm not sure. Okay, let me work on it. And let's see. So sonically, as I told, sonically difference is neglectable. When I put it both in the source mode, so sonically I almost was not able to distinguish between them like blindly. Like another person was switching and I was just listening. And like it's very hard to say which one is which. The only difference was in the stage size. Okay? So let me move on. See you soon. All right, everyone. Deck assembled, capacitors replaced. I went with 4.7 for these two because 10 microfarad is pretty large and would not fit here. I may invent something, but I was listening to the other one and I haven't heard any difference in the low frequencies. So I decided to go with this setup for now. I replaced these two back to the original capacitors. Now it's time to tune everything up, and then I want to hear the same stage as I did with CT-91. All right, so stay tuned. It should not take long. See you soon. Okay guys, just to show you the frequency response, this tape has been recorded on Sony TC-KS7 in a perfect shape, and it plays like 1-to-1 from 400 Hz to 15 kHz. All right, so I have to check levels. What's one more interesting thing, like this deck has about 2 decibel lower output than the other one, and I'm quite interested why, so I will have to check schematic one more time and see. Like I can set any one, right? But the levels on indicator will also show me, like if I set in proper level, they will show different values. All right, see you soon. All right. Playback is tuned, and I'm happy that the stage is there. And now I'm tuning recording. It's type 1 tape, no Dolby, and it's flat to 22 kHz, so it's 400 Hz. I hope you observe the needles and the frequency. 1.4, 2, 3, 4, 5.4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.4. It's still nice for type 1. 19.4, and records in phase 20.4, 21, 22.4, still recording 23.4. Right, so very good results for this deck. I'm happy. Technically we reproduced the same results we observed yesterday with another CT-91. Now let me check type 2. Okay, levels are good. 400 Hz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to adjust bias. It's a second port from the right. It's too much. Should be somewhere here. Right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Not so good as type 1. So I expected more. All right, still good results. All right, now type 4. Yeah, what's interesting that this deck keeps levels pretty fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, need to reduce levels of the metal tape. All right, somewhere here. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, we have intermodulation, but it can record, and it records all tapes in phase. Unbelievable. Type 4, a little bit of bias. I can see on the output. I don't remember how many kilohertz bias on this deck, 105, 160, or 200. Okay, let me get back to type 1. Will we see the bias? Yeah, a little bit. It still will be filtered with all our equipment. But anyway, I don't see bias filter. It's kind of RC filter, no coils. Good. Okay. I hope you're still enjoying my work. And this is just search for a good sound, which I like. We already been discussing with you guys in comments. Like not everyone likes how WIMA sound, because details are incredible, and beyond those details is a stage, right? I remember, like, if you will roll back like about two and a half years ago on my channel, there was a Dragon which was like new. It has like film capacitors installed, not WIMA, some different kind. It was very clear, very unusual sounded, but maybe a little bit too bright. Here I don't hear coloration. I told you I tested 2 decks, one with Nichicon and other with WIMA. And both was set for the source, for the same levels, and different person was switching between them. And like I was just trying to hear which one is which, and it was almost not possible to identify, right? Really perfect results. Okay, another good case to love the Pioneer decks, because like I was playing with different sets of capacitors on this deck. You remember it's phosphor capping, and every single time the sound was different. So like Nichicon was sounding good, then I installed it, so I replaced with Nichicon, then installed it with solid polymer. Those were good, but in the vocal range, like sonically a little gap. So I cannot measure it using my devices. But sonically I can hear. So some vocals has been like a little bit put down, right? Even if it was super clear. So like polymer caps, like another pretty good thing. But I was like missing this like bold vocals, like jazz. I love to listen jazz, and it's not gives me enough like liveliness, right? So I put back Nichicon, that was third recapping, and now I put in WIMA as a fourth recapping to get my perfect sound. All right, and I have good stuff to compare with, right? I have a high-end DAC, like Live Harmony, one of the well-praised DACs on YouTube reviews, like everywhere. And I'm so happy I got it a year ago. Like it changed a lot. Before I thought that I have a good sound after Live DAC. All your DACs would be, like, if they're like not high-end DACs, would be sounding like very muddy soap. Like you would not hear it. So many details, so much information is missing. Like, unbelievable. All right. So now let me close the deck and let's listen how it will perform. See you. Bye-bye.